Welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. This is a recap of my first 6 months on YouTube. I've been 6 months now of uploading a video every week. Before that, I'd never really used YouTube at all. I hadn't done any filming, I hadn't done any editing. I had to learn everything from scratch. So why did I start my YouTube channel? So I run lots, I've got plenty of experience with running equipment through my work, and I've ran lots of races, and I live in a fantastic area like this. So I just thought I'd be able to put that onto video and hopefully it's of interest to some people. So when I started looking into getting into YouTube, I didn't have a clue. I basically bought myself a GoPro Hero 8, took it home, thought that was quite expensive, really chuffed to have it, wanted to get out, take loads of footage, took some footage, then figured out my laptop wasn't powerful enough, so I had to go out and buy a new laptop. So before you start looking into this sort of thing, make sure you've got all the kit, otherwise it's going to be quite expensive to get started. I went out, got the camera, took some footage, bought a new laptop, then I needed to get some editing software. I tried with the GoPro free software, I wasn't really happy with it, so I went and got the Adobe Premiere Pro. One reason I did that is because it's not particularly cheap, and I thought, I'm investing in this here. I bought a camera, I bought a laptop, I'm having to buy the software. If I'm doing all of this, I'm gonna stick at it. If I hadn't invested with lots of money, then I may have just got fed up with it. But having made that investment, I've made sure that I'm gonna stick with it. And 6 months down the line, I'm still doing videos, so something seems to be working. It was then a matter of figuring out what to post, how often to post. I started watching a few videos on YouTube, which I'd never really done before I started doing this. So I was watching some how to get started type of things, which gives you loads of hints and tips. And for me, that was invaluable because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I wasn't comfortable in front of the camera at all. If you look at some of my first videos, I'm almost trying to read scripts off a little sheet I'd write. And if I wasn't getting the wording right, I'd have to redo it, and it would just take forever. So I found it much easier just talking freely in front of the camera. Things to actually post, I was thinking, well, I live in Cairngorms National Park, one of the nicest places you could possibly live. It's absolutely gorgeous around here. Trail running is amazing, so running's my passion. So the plan was, and still is, get out, take loads of videos whilst I'm running, vlog about stuff, test some kit. I've got lots of ideas of what I can do, it's just getting round to actually doing them. Taking videos and making the video and then editing the video and getting ideas for things, it takes a long time. It takes a lot longer and a lot more work than I ever thought. So if you are starting off, be prepared to actually, you have to put a lot of work in to make this work. You have to come across things like things you'd never even heard of before, like thumbnails. What the heck is a thumbnail? So I'd never heard of thumbnails. Titles, keywords, loads of different phrases that you need to watch loads of content to actually figure out what they are and how to do them. So a big thing that took me a while to do was learning how to edit. So editing seems to be a minefield. Loads of tutorials again, but don't underestimate how much time it's, if you've never done this before, don't underestimate how much time it's going to take you to figure out how to actually put clips together, do video transitions, alter the audio. I'm probably going to have to alter the audio here because the sound of the river. So there's lots of things you need to figure out. One thing I've figured out is you need to engage with YouTube audience. So you need to watch videos, you need to learn from them, just view content, make comments, engage with the community. Nobody knows who you are at the start, nobody knows who I am now, so I'm still trying to get people to know who I am. Hello! So engage with the community, find videos and subjects that are of interest to you, watch them and leave comments. Let people know what you think of their videos. They'll then know you exist. They'll visit your channel and hopefully they'll like your content, your channel, and they'll maybe subscribe to you and leave some comments for you. If you don't do that, then it's going to be a long, slow process. So that's one of the most important things I've learned, is coming from no YouTube experience, no filming, no editing, no experience with anything like this before. One of the most important things to do, actually watch YouTube and engage with it. There's differences between making a standard vlog where you're stood in front of a camera in a room with the camera just pointing straight at you like this. There's differences between that and making a story, or making running clips where you're actually out taking footage. You have to piece everything together. So in that kind of scenario, I've found you want to keep your clips fairly short and try and keep things interesting. I've found it's really easy to get obsessed with subscriber numbers, because you want your channel to do well and you want the numbers to grow. But you just need to, or I need to anyway, I need to stop just looking to see how many numbers you're up to. I'm sure it becomes easier as you go along. I'm, 6 months pretty much now, weekly videos on YouTube. I've gone from 0 to 206 months. The first 100 took about 4.5 months, and the last 100's taken about 6 weeks. So it seems to go on a curve that goes up really quick, or much quicker than when you start. When you start off, there is no curve, it's just flat, and nobody watches your videos. You keep putting the content out there, but you don't get many views because nobody knows you exist. So it's just, don't get deterred, don't get down about it, just stick at it. As long as you're passionate about what you're trying to put on YouTube, then you should be able to stick with it. And hopefully it'll all come good. Hopefully I'm going up the way a bit now. I just need to stop looking at this and going, I want another one, I want another one. It's easily done. Summary for me, for my first 6 months on YouTube has been, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. It's not easy, but stick with it. And as long as you're passionate about what you're filming and what your content is for YouTube, then it'll make it a lot easier. So think long term, don't think short term. It takes a long time to get anywhere. And hopefully we'll all do well and keep rising. Okay, thanks for watching. And thanks to everyone who has subscribed to me. Big thanks to all of you guys. Thanks a lot now. Bye.